Hello, I'm Colin Green, and you are listening to Spike Pit.
Am I going to be able to, while he's doing this sale with Biff, am I going to be able to potentially disguise a little bit of magic?
Well, I mean, I take up half the shop, so just stand behind me and...
Yeah, that's what I meant.
Yeah, well,
I just want to do,
what
like,
are you thinking?
identify a magic item. I want to, like, check this weird doll out to see if there's any...
What, the
sort
Irina doll?
Yeah, to see if
Okay.
there's any sort of magical...
Well, while
weirdness coming off of it.
Rictarvo and Gut and Biff are all covering you for a moment, would you have to do a roll or anything for it? Or
I don't think it's I think it just gives off an aura, like. But I will double check the actual description.
I don't think it's the sort of thing you roll for.
No, I don't think so. Well, just 100%.
Well,
and is it if it gives off any kind of
Only to me, I think.
yeah.
I think so. But let me double check.
Yeah, because it's like when you do like...
Still a bit new with the old magic.
Does it look like, has he got all the tools of his trade out here, sort of thing, or is it all out in a back
Yeah,
room?
yeah. It seems to be a
touch it?
shop / workshop.
How far out of reach is it? Because I've got to touch it.
It's just across the counter. I mean, you could reach over and touch it, but you might be sort of seen.
Yeah. It just says you choose one object that you must touch throughout the casting of the spell. If it's a magic item or some other magic imbued object, you learn its properties and how to use them. Whether it requires attunement, how many charge it has, that sort of thing.
What, detect magic, is it?
You learn whether any spells are affecting the item and what they are. If the item was created by a spell, you learn which spell created it. If you instead touch a creature throughout the casting, you learn what spells, if any, they are currently affecting.
What does it identify?
Yeah. What about just detect magic?
It takes 1 minute to cast it.
You got to stand there mumbling ink.
Yeah, but that's what I meant. I didn't know how quietly you can get away with that.
You can be pretty quiet, I know.
But the monkey's making a fair amount of noise anyway.
Well, I'm going to try it.
I mean, that's the
basically.
sort of thing
You,
Whether I get away with it.
You don't get any hint that this doll's made. You sort of reach over, you touch it, and it's not until you finish and you sort of ascertain that nothing's up that Blinksy hasn't seen you, but you notice Rictarvo's sort of looking over at Gut's shoulder there. He's sort of looking at you, looking at the doll.
He's tall.
There's that brief moment of eye contact, and he just goes back.
Yeah, I mean, I won't take it or anything. I'll just.
He's clocked you as a caster, hasn't he?
Oh yeah, quite possibly. But
he's chattering away, and he starts talking. Oh, one day, he sees you're looking at this toy. I hope to make such wondrous toys as my predecessor Fritz von Werg. I heard rumours that he made a wonderful mechanical toy once, but it is lost somewhere in Castle Ravenloft.
What was the nature of this toy then?
I believe it was a little jester.
A little jester.
A little mechanical jester that used to caper for a lord.
How much is a...
Was it a jolly jester or a decidedly sinister jester? I'm guessing sinister.
I don't know. I've never seen it. I found brief plans of just a clockwork body, but I couldn't tell you. All I know is that there was a jester's outfit.
Was it a big thing or a little thing?
And he's
Oh, that's a good 2 foot
yeah,
tall.
like a large doll, yes.
Chuck
and,
it.
and he pointed at some of the larger dolls on his shelves.
It's chucky.
with a knife and a scar on its cheek.
Did it have like a headsman's axe by chance?
How much is a custom commissioned doll?
That's
What
gonna.
would you like? What would you like? And he's all enthusiastic, and he whips up a big bit of paper and puts it on the board, and he's like that. What were you thinking, my large friend?
He finds it himself.
Well, it looks like you.
Yeah.
Well, you're not that big.
No, not that big.
He's like, full size,
No,
quarter scale,
no.
quarter scale, and he's
Oh.
about the size of your leg, and he
Maybe a 6th scale.
He starts sketching out basically you. He's quite a skilled artist actually. He's like, oh yeah, I could use sawdust for stuffing. Yes. Be cheaper than using wool. Bit dustier though, and he's patchwork trousers.
Oi.
What can I use? Because you got chainmail.
Yeah, not. Well, actually, I do have them currently because I always.
He's like, get some grey wool for chainmail. He's all enthusiastic, and Rick Harvey sort of was like, I shall leave you to my work, your work, my friend. I'm going to retire to the inn and try and earn another drink before bed. And he turns back out and walks into
I got 20
into the
personal
square.
money.
Bid him good evening.
I got 20 gold of my own money.
And he sort of,
today.
you know, he doffs. He's got this like sort of purplish, half height sort of top hat. I'm not sure what they were called. He sort of
Yeah, I know what you mean.
lifts it and steps out.
They're top hats, but they're like short ones.
Yeah,
aren't
yeah.
They're like.
And he heads back out into the.
I might peel out with him as well if he's
Okay.
going back to the thing.
Yeah.
People just left me here in a toy shop.
I'll leave you with it. Did he say that was a mechanical jester?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was going to ask him while he's chatting with Gut. I said, does the Baron ask you to make any toys? Something a bit more, well, I don't want to be rude, but a bit more colourful and a bit more cheerful.
No, he just wants the bunting, and he points at it. I mean, there's probably 100 metres of this stuff wrapped around a couple of pegs, and he's like,
Oh, this
there's
guy's
two
my new
more of
but we
those
could get
out
a
the
whole
back there,
card
and,
decorate up.
you know,
It's really
ready for the summer festival in a few days'
And
time.
do you ever yourself feel like you should make, you know, back where I come from, the dolls have, you know, rosy cheeks and sort of blonde
He looks
hair
almost like it sounds like
and ginger
heaven.
hair
He's
and
like,
sort of.
such colours are hard to come by in Barovia, and
Ah.
you notice even the nobles, everything seems really old and faded. The clothing, high quality but faded, you know.
Oh no, my
And
colourful clothing's gonna go.
And he says, and the children here, they're somewhat morbid, you know.
So they like them anyway.
Oh, I do sell some toys, but
Oh, that's
unfortunately, you know, recently most of my money comes from this verdammt bunting, and he's waves his hand at the bunting, you know. But it keeps me in food. And recently my friend Rick Tarvo brings food for Piccolo, and sometimes we enjoy a glass.
Well, hopefully things will pick up. It seems things are changing with your new companion, and that seem to. Well, maybe these are new things that are going to come to you, and things will look up and things will brighten up in the future. Who knows? Let's keep
Indeed.
a positive outlook.
Yes. And he says, "No, have I a new commission, sir?" And he's pointing at the board. There's like,
Yeah, how much is it?
Something this big, 4 silver pieces.
I thought this shit I could buy a whole shop. How much gold is in a? How many silvers and gold is it?
10. isn't it?
Yeah.
So we'll
It's like
mark
half
off.
gold almost. Well, keep it simple.
And then I'll have.
How long would that take?
Yeah.
I could have this. I don't think I'll start tonight, but first thing in the morning, I assure you, and I should have that ready in 2 to 3 days.
Yeah, well, I think we might be going out of town for a couple of days, so when we come back, hopefully it'll be ready.
Well, you won't mind leaving a deposit then. It's
Yeah,
just that when people leave, they tend not to come back.
So do you want
I'm
to?
sure you will be coming back.
Wait. So how much was it? It was.
Did I say 4
4
silver?
silver.
What do I want? Half deposit now then, or do you want it all? Does he want all the money?
Well,
up
if you'd
front?
like to leave, pay the full amount, then that would be wondrous.
Yeah, sure enough.
It's just like, you know, you're like, well, I might not even have to make this doll.
Right.
But
I can sue
you,
him for
you
that.
can see he's got this glint in his eyes, like he's keen to get on with a new commission.
Well, that'll certainly be something interesting to see what you can come up with. I look forward to that, Gut.
Yeah, and he says, "That's all." And he sort of, "Can I interest you in anything?"
Not at the moment, but I will bear it in mind. Should
Don't fancy doing
anything
that.
arise.
Is no blinksy, is no fun. And,
Exactly.
Again, at his catchphrase, the monkey's straight back on the music box. You know,
How much for
and
the
it's-
music box?
Yeah, so we don't have to listen to it anymore.
Yeah, and he with that, you know, as you step back, he sort of ushers you over, and
Nice.
it's like whatever he does, the monkey's doing that as well, like usher you out the shop. And I'll see you in a few days.
harmless,
You know,
hopefully.
enjoy your stay in Valaki, and you hear the bolts being drawn and locked. And you sort of see through the sort of windows, because it was all lit with candles and lamps. He's straight back to the window and he's looking at the board, and you can see he's writing stuff down.
I
And
will have a quick glance round. Are any of these old dolls of the girl, are they still there? Has he like brought them back? and sort of
No,
to
you
upgrade.
only saw that one. But he says he's made at least 8 or 9 in the last
so he ain't
9
brought them
months.
back by the looks of it.
No. He seemed to sort of say every month he'd come back and he'd remember something from his dreams, a little more detail,
Just
a turn in the
touching,
ears or a crick in the nose or whatever.
so it's quite detailed then.
Yeah, but you're like, it'd be like walking into a shop and seeing a doll of yourself on the shelf and thinking, what?
Hopefully I'll be able to do that.
Yeah,
in a
that's
few days.
weird.
But you sort of head back out of there and into the town square, and because you're sort of facing out of the shop now, you notice off to one side there's the shops and homes that enclose the town square are decorated with limp, tattered garlands and painted wooden boxes filled with tiny dead flowers. At the north end of the square stands a row of stocks, locked in which are several men, women and children wearing crude plaster donkey heads.
Oh no.
In the centre of the square, peasants in patchwork clothes. That doesn't make any sense. Patchwork clothes eye you suspiciously as they use cups and vases to draw water from a crumbling stone fountain. Standing tall at the centre of the fountain is a grey statue of an impressive man facing west. All around the square are posted proclamations. Come one, come all, to the greatest celebration of the year, the festival of the blazing sun. Attendants and children required, rain or shine. All will be well. The Baron.
He's not even a baron, is he?
When is that anyway? Couple of days.
2 days from now.
Days
I think,
now,
yeah.
2
I've got
days.
my wolf.
So what are these actual people locked up in stocks?
Yeah,
or
they're
are
in
they,
stocks, yeah.
Are they real people? Or are they
They're
sort
real
of
people,
models?
and they've got these
Not models,
plaster
but,
donkey heads on.
Oh, right.
But as you sort of notice them, you see a town guard come over and he starts unlocking them. Like they won't be there overnight. It's pretty much dark now. The sun's set while you're in the shop.
And do they
And he's
take
taking the
the heads
masks off, and they're all like they've been there all day.
So
like,
what, is it like the stocks from Merlin
they
where they
just-
get all the fruit and vegetables?
Yeah.
Anyone that
thrown
I've noticed
Yeah.
around town or anything?
no, they just seem to be sort of villages. There's even some sort of pretty well dressed people that have been in
Did they
there.
have any signs around their neck, sort of saying what they'd done or anything like that?
Oh, I imagine
Caught-
that's what they had. I imagine that's what their
stealing
heads
an
for.
apple
Isn't
or
it?
something. Or
Like you're an ass, like
yeah.
Unless
donkey,
you sort of speak to someone, you're not.
No, I meant I didn't.
No, you don't
Just wondering
recognise
if-
any of them.
I know, but I didn't know if there was any signs next to them.
Sometimes they put,
No,
they
no,
put
no.
a thing.
they're
round them.
misdemeanors.
And
or
you
whatever.
see people that work in the stocks looking at them and then walking away, and a few people shake their heads. It's like there's a couple that have come out of these stocks and they sort of cuddle each other and sort of go limping off to
Is
their
it-
house.
I mean, I'll wander over because I will be curious. What would cause people to be,
Next to nothing, I'd imagine.
put into these stocks? Because I know that this guy's been thrown out of town, so I wonder what they would have done.
Giving the Baron a
This couple see
disapproving
you coming
stare.
over and they sort of look at you and start shuffling away.
Were they watching or?
No, they'll come out of the stock. They're obviously both in the stocks next to each other, and they're obviously a couple.
Is there any guards about?
No, the guard, he's unlocked them. Let
Oh,
that be a lesson to you. And he's gone wandering off back to his place.
I'll approach this couple then.
They sort of see you walking over, and they sort of, the man tries to turn his girl away, and they start
I
trying
mean, I'll
to.
make it
They're a bit
obvious.
stiff where they've been bent in these bloody things.
I'll obviously make it obvious that I'm a man of
That must be
religion.
so bad for your
They probably think they've got another lecture coming.
Yeah.
Oh, here
Yeah,
comes the
possible.
holy man to wind it into us a bit more.
When it's clear that
To
you
rub
ain't
our
going to
noses
stop,
in it.
they both sort of put on this full smile, like, hello, yeah, and they keep going.
I'll sort of try and straighten them up a bit if they're still looking
And
a
he's,
bit.
he seems
I
a bit
say,
like,
yeah.
"Oh," we're smiling.
What does lay on
So,
hands do?
Sorry to interrupt. I'm new to this place. So what have you done to have caused such offence to have you in these stocks?
He looks over and makes sure the guard's sort of walking off, and his missus is going, "Come on, George, come on."
George!
And he's
Seems
going,
generic
"It's
name.
Burgermeister's decree, malicious unhappiness. We wouldn't smile
come
at one
on.
of his jokes, and
Malicious.
when he says everything's going to be well, we shook our heads, and we had to spend the day in the stocks." everybody
so
here,
bad,
everyone here has upset the Baron.
I'll give a sigh out of like disgust.
Malicious unhappiness was the crime.
Malicious unhappiness. Wow.
How long has this Baron ruled this place?
Since recent living memory, yeah,
He's off his head, isn't he?
Has he always been here? I'll ask this guy. Is the Baron always been here while you've lived here?
Yes.
Has he always been this way?
Yes, he believes that if everyone's happy, then the horrible things will stop. But it's nonsense, and he's looking at windows of houses to make sure no one's there because he might get reported, or you can see he's uncomfortable. If you don't mind, sir, we'd like to get home.
I'll say no. I'm sorry to trouble you. I'm sure you have had more than enough discomfort for the day, and I won't hold you up anymore.
It does part of it. It's best to smile when you're near the Baron, and he's and this missus is like.
Yeah.
And it's like the Joker, it's this
super
real
false.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
and you get the impression once they're inside they won't smile for a good good old while.
I feel sorry for you. And, may the gods look down on you.
We're just starting a place like this. It's just messed up, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. Well, they all are. Yeah.
Let's go beat up the Baron.
Yeah.
No, that's not on the cards.
Let's take charge of Vallaki.
That's not on the cards.
That's not on our agenda at the moment.
No.
Especially with that beastly.
We've got the cat in the hat. We've got the cat in the carriage.
Cat in the carriage.
We've got the manor. We've got the wines. We've got the crazy Baron. The 2 missing girls.
You've got your man there.
The claw with the Irina dolls. I mean, what's that all about? That's just
dolls,
messed up.
I mean, that's a very quick thing.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if it is that, but so we need to. We need to sort of like.
I think we need to do this wine situation.
And the thing is, every time you uncover one thing, it like uncovers.
Yeah, they
3
like
more.
to throw stuff at you in this adventure, don't they?
They do, actually. I'm finding it. And I don't think it helps being split in all these separate books because different levels. It's got an advisory on what areas I should let you in at what level.
Oh, right.
Well, I mean, you can go and take your chances at fighting Strahd at level 1. That's up to you. But it does give you a guide.
But that's obvious. You're going to die if you attempt that.
It does these chapters, but that in no way, shape or form represents what level you'll be. And it's like... So I was hoping to get away just needing 1 book at a time, but I don't. I need 3.
Oh,
like
I wonder why. Yeah, I wonder why they've done it like that then.
I suppose the actual book would have been 1 book, wouldn't it? And you'd be able to go through. But I mean, I think I would have put the chapters together by level as opposed to location.
Yeah.
I mean, chapter 4 is actually Strahd's castle, and I'm like, hey.
Yeah, you think it'd be potentially the last chapter in.
You're sort
of
at chapter 5 at the minute in Vallaki, which is appropriate for your level.
Yeah.
Because I imagine it's kind of set by you need to get level, get to level 3.
Yeah, the thing is, you can go to
the.
You could wind up going to these places, and there's no reason why you couldn't.
Can't, no.
But
I'm gonna have to nip up there quick now.
So what do we think about these dolls?
Which ones?
So at the beginning,
we can
I
just
said,
tell Irina, can't we?
No,
we found your brother.
You know what?
Mark.
At the beginning,
Yeah.
I said that I think Irina is maybe this missing girl.
It's looking more likely.
Yeah, I mean, if they're saying that that's his missing sister,
but I don't get
why
what
is he making a doll. It's almost like he's working with Strahd
to get her back.
Yeah, maybe he's doing. Maybe he's going to do something. He's going to.
Was it got anything to do with that charming thing that was going on in the woods?
I think Strahd. I don't know. I think
remember we came through and
something
something tried to take a spell over her.
Well, it just seems that he's potentially getting information from Strahd on the details of the doll, but why?
Why does he want a doll in the first place?
I don't understand that bit.
I think he might. I think this just might be a weird kind of.
But you know them voodoo dolls where they
Yeah.
control people and stuff.
Yeah, well-
but Strahd can do that anyway, can't he?
Yeah,
He can control
yeah.
people. And,
Although
He can.
maybe you don't want to rock up and be like, "Hello, I'm Strahd," and just maybe he wants to do it more.
I don't know that
subtly
it's
or-
got. I don't know that it's got
it's
anything
his
to.
sister, so it's him trying to get her
I
back,
don't know that
maybe.
it's
I'm
got
not
anything
really
to do with Strahd.
I'm not really sure it's got to do. I think he's just being a bit of a weirdo, to be honest.
I think no, but if he's got some magical powers, is it just him making these things in the hope to bring her back? Is it?
No,
Is
but he
he?
keeps getting updates on.
Yeah, but that
You
could
know,
just be
little-
like dreams, couldn't it?
Yeah, but that's what I mean. Where's he getting dreams from? Is it? That's
Maybe.
what I meant Strahd, the connection.
Yeah,
sort of
because the
thing.
thing is, he hasn't seen her since she was a baby.
That's what I mean. So how would you give someone a description of Sonny when you only
Yeah.
seen him when he was a month old or whatever?
You must be getting a description somehow.
Yeah.
Unless
well,
he's
Strahd has
getting-
got a lot of interest. That's why Ismark wanted him out of, wanted her out of.
We need to
Barovia.
talk to his mom.
If he's in with Strahd though, why would he have torched that place with like?
Yeah, well, it could be a facade because, I mean, how did they
Yeah.
get 6 or
It
7?
smells like cannabis.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah,
Like,
well,
real dank.
I smell it everywhere now.
Now that's,
but
I
really
noticed it when I got out the van. I wouldn't be surprised if one of these houses has got a grow in it.
Growing it, yeah, it's got that cultivation type of smell rather than smoking smell.
Yeah,
I smelled
Yeah.
it when I was behind the hut.
Like more earthy.
yeah.
dank.
It's. I noticed it when I got out the van when I got here. When I got out, I was like, it doesn't smell like smoke. So the later houses.
I was
I
going to say, I
think my
smell it a
friends had the
lot.
police where they were bringing out big bin bags of it.
Yeah.
I smell it a lot when I'm walking around the park and stuff. Back garden and that, but I don't know. Yes, I didn't know if. Yeah, it was connected, and I thought he might be like getting information for Strahd, and for that he's sort of helping him by getting these vampires spawn into the town, and because they got found, he had to, show that he can do the job.
Yeah, he
I
could
dunno.
be. He could be dodgy.
Seems a bit
On the way back to the inn, I wanted to peel out there and go back with our man, the half, Riccardo, and just sort of did I see him clocking Sion's?
I don't think you or Gut realised what Simon was up to. It was sort of it was timed that when you were all looking away and talking, and everyone was looking at the ball. Perhaps
They'd have probably noticed me sort of mumbling something to myself, sort of
Gut
thing.
would
But
have got.
they might not have
noticed
known what
nothing.
it was, but
Yeah.
they can ask, can't they? Later.
Well, yeah. Yes. That was the feel I got. I mean,
Well, that's what I was trying to do.
yeah.
just-
Yeah.
So what are your plans now then? You're nipping off with Rictave, and you've just been to a Gut. What's Gut up to? You've seen Simon go to talk to this couple.
Yeah, Gut's just.
You know, one of these kids has sort of picked up a stone and thrown it at the statue in the fountain. In the fountain.
Is it the Baron, that statue?
No.
Oh,
How big is the statue?
It was
Is
a
it like
big
a
old
massive?
statue. What was it?
I thought it's a big statue. Where is it?
I thought the old Baron might have put a statue of
Of
himself
himself.
up. Yeah.
I think that might have been there before he came along. Don't know. It was a big old statue. I can't for the life of me remember what it was.
I don't know what we're talking about, to be honest.
No, when we
so
first came in.
You've seen this kid who's been let out
What,
to
on the
stop and he
gates?
throws this stone up at this
No, in the
statue
main
in this
square.
man.
I go to this kid. What kind of age is this kid?
He's about 9 or 10 years
So
old. He's
Gut-
quite a
Gut-
young kid.
So Gut ain't that much older than him.
He's
really.
been in these ridiculous,
He's just about 6 foot
specifically
tall.
made for kids stock sort of
Yeah,
thing.
yeah.
And he sort of sees you coming over and he just,
Hi, I'm Gut. I'm an ogre, as you can see, but don't let that intimidate you. I'm going to ask him kind of why it was put in there, whether it was for this malicious not smiling or whatever it's called.
because I laughed at the Baron.
Well, that's not. Why'd you laugh at the Baron? He's not a very funny guy.
Oh, he slipped on a patch of blood during the
Oh.
Wolf's Head Festival.
Okay, that was pretty funny. that does sound pretty funny. Anyway, does this stocks thing? Does it seem to have like a sort of lasting Like, does it look like he's gonna? Does it look like he's kind of damaged his back at all? Or is it?
No. It's just they've just been there uncomfortable all day. You would probably have a crick in your back, and it'd take you a few hours to straighten out again.
Yeah.
But this kid don't. He's a bit more. Kids are more limber than adults. He doesn't seem overly fast. He's probably lost a day in there instead of kicking the ball around with his mates, sort of thing. He seems more annoyed. He picks up another stone and throws it at the statue. And you notice that the guard, he's let them all out. He's sort of turned around and looked back when he's heard this clang, And he sort of looks over, looks at his kid, looks at Gut, and he sort of shrugs. And he turns around and on his way, and he's sort of swinging the keys in his hand.
I'm going to follow that guard.
This is.
He might.
This place is. This
it
place
might be where the prisoners being kept.
This place is a
I
nightmare,
want to try and have a
isn't
word
It's a
with
nightmare.
Hendrik
Okay,
before.
so what are you going to say to this kid? Are you done talking to him, or
it? I can't.
are you a monster? They said monsters can't get inside the town.
Gut pauses.
They lied, didn't they?
Yeah, I am a monster.
He sort of, don't look so scary to me. He seems full of himself. He's realised that he's put his foot in it, so now he's puffing his chest out. I saw you come out the toy shop. I bet you were a softie. And he turns around and laughs and runs off. He's running off across the square.
It's got you, Mark.
I'm going to tell all my mates you're a softie. As he disappears off down one of the alleys.
Yeah, let's see where that goes.
That's your reputation down the pan.
My reputation is irrelevant.
Your reputation as a fearsome adventurer.
So what's Biff up to? Oh, you're following Rick Tyler.
Yeah, I'm just headed back.
He does seem to be going straight back to the tavern. He's making a beeline for the Blue Water Inn.
Yeah, I was going to walk with him. Like I weren't following him.
You sort of come up alongside him.
Best to get in before it gets proper night, I guess.
Night doesn't seem as dangerous here as it does in the village of Barovia, but there's not much to do after dark after all, except have a drink.
Yeah, it's not exactly pleasant either, is it?
No.
Not exactly
it tends to
warm
get
and
a
cosy.
bit damp after. The stones don't soak up the warmth like they would if it weren't for this.
No, exactly. No.
And, you do see some lamplighters still sort of lighting lamps up. And
Have you heard anything about this goings on with these wizards of the wine wizards or whatever they're called?
Erwin, the bar, the tavern owner, he seems quite concerned.
Yeah.
I believe it's his father that runs the place. I don't know why.
Oh, he
I
never
don't know if they
mentioned
don't
that.
get on, but yeah, he seems quite concerned. He thinks he's got enough to see us through the festival, and then that'd be it. But bar his homemade stuff, which doesn't seem to sell as well. And he sort of does this whole, like he's tried it.
Well, yeah. No, he's looking for people to head out that way, and seems like he's angling for us to take it on. He's had a little look at my companion there, I suppose, and what with our recent endeavours, we seem to be getting a little bit of a reputation. But it seems a bit funny. I can't help thinking, what with one thing and another, that something not too good's gone down.
In this land, it wouldn't surprise me. I'd be disappointed if it hadn't.
Well, exactly.
And he sort of chuckles. You do sort of sense sort of seriousness in him, as well as being quite jovial and that. There's definitely an underlying seriousness there. And he's, and you notice he's picking up the pace a bit. Like the quicker you get to the bar, the quicker you can sit down and have some peace. And then he goes, I'll remind you not to mention my friend Liza.
Yeah.
Sort of, at that he was sort of pretty much there, because it's not actually just the other side of it.
Have you travelled about other than Valaki and village of Barovia? Have you been anywhere else roundabouts?
No, not yet. I've seemed to have spent most of my time here. I understand Krezk is still Krezk. Krezk.
Krezk.
Oh, over to the
I'd say Krezk.
out west.
Yeah,
No.
I understand there's an abbey there.
Krezk.
An abbey?
Krezk.
Yeah,
What, functioning or an old abbey?
Is that when you came in?
Well, I don't know. I've yet to investigate.
No, we came
We
in.
come in there. Yeah.
We would
So
have.
that's that one.
So what's that, like a day's journey from here, would you say?
Kresk.
Yeah, perhaps less. Along
Yes.
the roads,
Yeah.
maybe 6 hours.
Yeah.
This land, it seems that progress everywhere is slow, but it doesn't seem that big, except when you're on the road.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah, I'm always keen to get off and Valaki or Valaki has been a little bit of a sanctuary in reality, I guess. It's not.
I
as bad as
understand
all
they
that.
have walls in Kresk as well.
Oh, I see.
Not as big.
No crazy baron as well, I don't imagine.
I'm not sure who rules there. Again, the towns, they seem so cut off from each other, with the exception of the wine deliveries and the Vistani. You know, travel on the road seems to be a risk. Obviously, I have my own protection for the road. You know, and it's sort of,
Yeah.
No, it would only take a few direwolves to take.
Yeah,
out
that's the
60
kind of
times.
protection I wouldn't turn my nose up at. But yeah.
I mean, to be fair, it'd only take a few direwolves to.
but yeah, I understand the abbey was once, it was the abbey of Saint
No, it's quite well
Markovia,
known,
a saint, but I can't imagine there's too much in the way of a congregation in the church. Although the father here seems to be doing a damn sight better than the father back in Barovia.
Well, he's doesn't bode well. He's
one doesn't
not
have a
in
song
good. I
before
don't
the
think
song.
he's in good health, and he was very much
Yeah, his
put
son-
upon by
his son
the.
happened to pass away recently. Yeah, it was a very tragic coincidence.
You ain't now causing trouble.
At that, you're back at the inn and you sort of go into the warmth, and it's actually quite busy tonight. It seems like there's a lot to talk about, what with the burning down of the house and all that. Sion, you follow this guard, and he seems to take a route through the town, heads to the west gate, and he seems to simply join them. He hands the keys over to someone else, and they take a route along the walls.
I was trying to find out where this Henrik's being held. Did he say?
He'll be held at the Burgermeister's mansion. Apparently there's cells there. That's malcontents get taken there if they need to be questioned for malicious sadness, or, you know, if he believes they've got something to do with Strahd, he has them interrogated, but he will have been taken there. You've not noticed this fella since either. He went away with this guy and another guard.
Yeah. Alright. So, I think it's fairly obvious that I wouldn't be able to see him in there. I thought there might have been like a separate building for the guards and stuff.
No.
But
So you get to the gate, and you outside the guards seem to they hand the keys over, and that guard with the keys at the gate is now walking the parapet. They seem to have 12 guards walking the walls at all times, and then there's 2 at each gate. So that's not happening, is it?
no, there's probably 6 on the gates and then 6 walking, isn't there?
So there's 24 guards in total, though.
Yeah,
So there's obviously someone's got to have a
said there
down
was
time.
12 on and 12 off, wasn't there?
Yeah, that's it. It must be.
Yeah, you would only need a few to walk the walls, wouldn't you?
No, I mean, like you say, you saw how quickly that the alarm was sounded, and you know the guard. There's a strong presence of guards, and
All right, I'll wait till the morning
angry
to
mob.
see Henrik when he's getting his.
Yeah, I'm probably
signing
just going to
off
be
or
waiting
seeing off.
for Sion in town square, because I don't want him to have to make his way back to the tavern on his own in case he gets attacked or something.
You know, Sion was looking for Rudolph.
Yeah.
Do you know why you're looking for Rudolph?
He's a friend of a friend's.
It's my
people
mum's
are worried
friend.
about him.
Oh, yeah.
Worried about him because he's disappeared.
And did you tell this guy that? Yeah.
I said someone. I was asked to look for him because someone's looking for him. Yeah. I gave him the name, but.
And then what was
I
his
got the name,
reaction
but
to it?
That was one.
His reaction
He was a bit sort of. I was like, it's. Well, he reacted like he knew who it was, but didn't say who it was. It was like, oh, sort of Oh, Rudolph? No. Yeah.
He was a little distrustful as well. You picked that up.
It sounded like he knew more than he wanted to say.
Why are you asking after this person was the feeling you got, you know.
Yeah. But I think he might have realised that he's sort of given away a little bit and tried to sort of hide it. He definitely knows something.
You get back to the inn. So Gut seems to have followed you at a distance.
No, I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to ask him about his vampire spawn.
I could try another spell on him.
Whilst I'm sitting there and just chatting with him,
he tells me about
he's sort of gone in and got himself a drink, and then he's seen a spot and he's gone and sat down and on the scene when you're there, and he's a bit like.
Yeah, I'll invite myself to his table.
My friend, why don't you join me, my friend? He's sort of it's a foregone conclusion.
He's looking a little bit busy in here, and I'll tell you what.
He'll be there soon, just to make it worse.
And that, as they say, is a wrap. Big thanks goes out to you, the listener, for taking a bit of time out of your day to listen to Old Spike Pit. Take care, and I'll catch you later.